Welcome to the Harmony Hustle podcast. I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Aymanie.
And as we always say, if you do not follow us, subscribe to the channel, follow us on social media, do all the things. We'd love to have you. The button is right here on the channel.
Yes. I was going to say, if you're not following, what are we doing? That's what I was going to say. As you were saying it, I was going to say, what we doing?
What we doing?
What we doing? Hello.
Hello. So how's it going? How's it going with the Rise and Thrive challenge for you?
Oh, my gosh. Listen.
All right.
Do I look slimmer? Just lie. Nod. Just nod. Yes. That's the correct answer. Yes. I'm like one of those individuals holding up a sign behind the camera. Like, read
Cue
this.
cards.
Cue cards. Exactly. Yes. I look slimmer.
Why, yes, Aymanie, you do look slimmer. No, but you look good.
Yeah. She's not just saying that, y'all.
Have you actually lost weight?
I did.
Nice.
I did. So my clothes are starting to fit a little differently. But you know what I'm really excited about, though? It's the energy, and my face has cleared up a lot to the point where people are like, oh, you're doing something new. I'm like, not really, but tell me more.
Stop.
Just stop, but keep it coming. But yeah, those two things, I'm like, okay, just the brightness. Like I feel and look brighter to myself. So it's been going really well. Hydration is at an all-time high. Steps, listen. You want to know how many steps I got in? Well, I don't know exactly how many steps, but what I can say, I was walking for a really long time yesterday. Went to a concert.
Were you in Massachusetts?
I was in Mass, yes.
All right.
So I went to a concert. I don't know the last time I went to a concert. Like, I'm typically not the chick to go to, concerts are really not my thing. But I did say that I would go and see Usher and Chris Brown. Nice. That I would. And so one of my client friends was like, Aymanie, would you go? I was like, yeah. And I didn't realize she was really serious, right? And listen, she cracks me up because she's like, I kind of just, I don't like she doesn't plan too much because of her work. She's an entrepreneur, and sometimes her work right now doesn't allow for that. So things could just happen at random. So I get it. But we didn't have tickets. We got the tickets on our way going to the show. Wow. Look at you would not be able to do that, right?
Not for, probably not. No, not when I'm going for a drive.
Yes.
But I'm open. To being spontaneous like that.
Yes. It's like, so that was for me. I was like, it wasn't too far-fetched. I was like, wow, she got me beat, because I would probably do something similar to, but not quite that. I said, oh, okay. But I said, hey, we're just going to do it. We're going to live life and we're going to do it. So on our way there, that's when we purchased our tickets. But I bring all of that up to say, going back to the wellness, it was at Gillette Stadium. First and foremost, did not know it was outdoors. I didn't even know where it really was.
Yeah.
So I found out on my way going that we were outdoors. And initially, rain was in the forecast. So I'm like, wait a minute. She was prepared. She had ponchos for us and everything.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was like, it better not rain. But anyhow, we get there, beautiful. Have you been there before?
I've never been.
We got to go.
Okay.
When I say it's a vibe going, oh my goodness, beautiful. It was lovely. But coming back, it got to the point where I said, oh, we about to activation mode, because the walk going from the stadium to our car, 58 minutes.
The walk?
The walk.
Wow, okay.
58
so
minutes.
Couple miles?
Absolutely.
Two and a
I
half?
loved every minute of it. Every minute of it, I loved.
It always feels good, especially when you have already been working.
Yes.
Walking.
But I knew what you were saying,
working,
right?
walking.
Same difference.
Same.
Yes.
Yeah. Then it's like, okay, it's a challenge.
It is.
Like, how far can I go?
Absolutely.
How am I going to feel? That's neat.
And I was feeling so good walking, and I was like, and I was prepared. I had my sneakers on. I said, I'm no spring chicken. What I'm not going to do is what I saw a lot of the females doing, looking super cute with the heels on.
Yeah.
At the end of the night, they were struggling. I was like, my shoes would have came off. I would have been walking barefoot. But I was prepared with my sneakers on. I was ready.
How was the concert?
It was amazing.
Nice.
It was amazing. I had such a great time. It was good. It was good. And the weather was perfect.
Oh, good. I was supposed to go walking yesterday, and I thought it was going to rain, so I didn't go. But yeah, one of my coworkers was at that concert.
Oh, really?
You probably were right next to her. Didn't even know.
Yeah, you never know.
Never know.
Never know. Never know.
Yeah.
Yes.
But with this challenge, I agree. Just everything with the hydration.
Yes.
Even last week we were saying, oh my gosh, we're both glowing or whatever, but it clears the skin up. And I just feel good overall, you know, with the hydration. And interestingly, being more mindful of sugar. You know, to be honest, I still have added some sugar. I have
pause.
But because
wait a minute
because
now.
The challenge says to eliminate or reduce. So
I gotta read the fine print. Y'all, did we say eliminate or did we say eliminate or reduce or both?
Both.
I feel like you probably wrote that in the copy. So you had
I would never do that.
She's like, no, not at all.
Not at all.
I'm like, wait a minute. Reset, reduce.
But
okay.
The only thing that I have been eating that still has a little bit of sugar is my morning coffee. Okay. But I have truly reduced how much I would put in there.
Okay.
So everything else is just natural sugars. And I can say it's amazing how sweet fruits and things are. The other day, having the watermelon juice and the grapes, you really get a sense of how sweet those things are. So but overall, things are good.
But that's still good, right?
Still,
and plus, I feel like that's relatable, right? Because
100%.
you're gonna have not everyone is able to. I feel like it was easier for me to just do no sugar because I do this like every other day. I feel like so it's like. But I think this is real. Like, sometimes it will happen. And guess what? It's okay. Well, you're reducing.
Yeah, and I made a conscious choice to say, well, I'm not eliminating it completely because my mindset is that whatever it is that I choose to do, it needs to be sustainable. So, I can do a 4-week challenge. But after that 4-week challenge, if everything that I enjoyed, I eliminate it and I want to bring it back, let me adjust my behavior around the things that are part of my routine, my life, and that's the baseline.
I love it.
And then if I feel like doing a challenge where everything is eliminated, that's cool too.
Okay
yeah, because you still notice changes and how you feel. So that's been good. I know this week, the week we're in, it's about stepping it up. Yes. Patreon.com/Harmony Hustle Pod. We're focusing on moving more, sitting less in Patreon.
Yes.
We have the instructions, the challenge instructions for this week. It includes those details. But anyway, long story short, moving more.
Yes.
So that's the focus for this week. But this week it is about stepping up, literally walking more, moving more, sitting less. So I'm excited about that.
I am.
Yeah, we're already doing it. We're going to do it a little bit more.
Yes.
And kind of get to the next phase of whatever our movement is. So please join us in there. But
join us. Yes. It's fun over here. We want to be able to share the success with you all as we accomplish, each week. And we have noticeable difference, right? I love it. This is so cool.
Yes.
I was going to say something before we move off of this. It's funny, as you mentioned, just the whole movement. So I've been going to the chiropractor and I don't know if I had shared this, but the consultation that we had for my first visit, she went through the different phases that, I guess you would say there's 4 different phases. Now, I don't know if this is a universal thing amongst all of the chiropractors, but there's 4 phases, and one is the healthy back, and then it moves to, kind of like compromise, more compromise, and max compromise. And so, but anyhow, so she was just saying that how we have these discs that are that are surrounded by this. I'm probably not going to do it justice. I don't know the proper terminology, but she kind of likened it to think of a soft grape, right? And then, and that's healthy. And then when you don't have that, when it starts to kind of wither or kind of disappears, it's kind of like you have issues where it's just like bone on bone, right?
Yeah.
And so, but she was just saying how the movement is what feeds that, which helps you. And if it's eliminated, essentially that the bones start to fuse together.
Yeah.
I'm like, that freaks me out. When she said fuse together, I said, let me turn this way. You want me to? You want me to do? Your arms up. I was like, that got me. I was really nervous with that.
I think that's sometimes what people don't associate the inactivity to some outcome in their bodies. It's not until someone tells you, if you don't do this thing, this is what's going to happen.
Yes.
In kind of a one-on-one conversation about it, and it makes you realize, well, no, I want to be able to move
Absolutely.
and enjoy life and do the things that I enjoy doing. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, that was like, wow. I feel like I said more people should know about this. Just inactivity, that's the thing. And if you don't use it, you lose it.
lose
And
it.
she was like, legit, that's what happens with your bones. They start to kind of, merge together so that it's basically overcompensating so that it can support your body. And I said, oh
Yeah.
no. So I just wanted to share that because
No, it's important to
didn't know
share that.
that.
No,
Yeah.
it's good. And even sitting a long time, over time, people will
Yes.
have tight hip flexors and things like
Absolutely.
that. So it's definitely finding that balance between
Absolutely.
whatever it is you're doing, sitting and moving. Yeah.
so it's another reason why you should join this challenge.
I'm just saying. Ding!
Right? And I was going to say ding too, so that would have been the second one. Back to back.
Yep. Ding, ding.
There you go.
Yeah.
So good stuff. Good stuff.
I was I was reading this article earlier this week about circadian rhythms.
Oh, okay.
Now, for me, I've always said I'm a night person. I get all of my energy, my thoughts, most of my productivity at nighttime. But this article was about, as a leader, and it's as an entrepreneur, we are leaders if you have a team, if you have anyone you're talking to. And so it was just basically stating that we should choose our activities based on our circadian rhythm. So in those moments when you are at the peak
Yes.
of the rhythm, that's when you do the things that are maybe more taxing.
I was just going to say more taxing.
More emotional. And then when it ebbs, then you have different kinds of activities, and also not so much. And so you are monitoring what it is for yourself, but also the people that you interact with. So if we're going to have a conversation, and you know that I'm not a morning person,
Exactly.
to have me do some complex calculation might not end well.
Not going to get the best results.
Might not end well. So I just thought that was interesting, because I don't know
agree.
that, generally speaking, people are entrepreneurs and they focus on the things that you need to focus on day to day. But those other kind of concepts that you can incorporate are quite interesting to me.
I think it's fascinating. I thought about this a while ago when I was just thinking about even homeschooling, our daughter, and just thinking about the schools are designed to operate within these time frames.
Right.
And just like we have peaks when we're more, so do children. And I'm like, only if they had schools that could honor that. So when a child is most, that's when they're able to get those type of instructions and things of that nature. But so homeschooling, I don't know why that just brought up the idea.
No, it's a very similar concept.
Very, very similar concept, and, it's, so I see the value in it. Even for myself, when it comes to business, I am conscious of, earlier in the day, I am at my peak. And so that's the time where I am able to kind of like accomplish some of the things that require a little bit more brain power.
Yeah.
More creativity. So, yeah.
But reading it, I was kind of reflecting to think, what do I approach most of my days that way? And I don't know that I do. I know, so in reading it, it was a great thing to read.
Yes.
In reading it, I was able to say, let's evaluate business, activities, tasks, or whatever.
Yes.
And in the time that I have, deciding, okay, in the morning, I'm going to do certain tasks. But it was just, I was aware of circadian rhythms. I know what they are, but never really giving it a lot of thought when it comes to my day-to-day tasks, whether it's things that need to be done around the house or in business or whatever. So I'm going to be more mindful of that going forward. So if I'm going to dedicate time in the morning, let's say it's 5 to 8, well, what would I do if I'm most alert then? Let me take care of those more demanding tasks. The other things, less emotional things, less complex tasks later in the evening or whatever it looks like for me. So that's a good thing to think about as a human being,
Yes,
but
I
also
agree.
as a business owner
Absolutely.
or a leader, wherever you are leading.
I agree. I think it's a great one. A great one. Even me, I know that to clean the house, it needs to happen in the morning. That's when I'm most, when I have more energy. I'm at my peak. I have more energy. Yeah, so it's good. I like it. I like it. That's a good Where did you find this article?
So this was in the Harvard Business Review,
Okay,
an article
okay.
about that, and there was actually a link to a questionnaire called the Morningness, Eveningness questionnaire,
Okay.
and there were about 18 questions, and it will say, oh, you have to meet a friend at the gym 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. or
Okay.
whatever the questions are, and then after you answer the questions, it gives you a score, kind of telling you whether you are truly that morning person or evening person. So it was an interesting thing. I took the test, and I assumed I'm evening. I took it twice. The first time it said I was intermediate.
Okay.
The second time it said I was moderate evening. But
Okay.
for the most part,
Yes.
I'm an evening person.
Yeah, you always said that.
Or
Yeah.
very, very early.
Okay.
Which is kind of like
Yeah.
late night.
Late
Late
night. Like then 2 in the morning.
2 in the morning, yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, like I don't want to get up at that hour,
Yes.
but once I'm up,
Yes.
let's get things cracking.
Yes.
I'm ready
Yes.
to do stuff then.
You're ready.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
you're
is
ready.
why I told you earlier,
Yes.
I didn't go to bed until late because my mind was
Yes.
active.
Yes.
Active.
Yes. Yeah. At that hour.
And then I realized, okay, well, I'm getting up at 4:30, 5 o'clock. So is this wise?
Yeah.
No, but it happened anyway. It happened anyway.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
it's-
wonder, we should have a poll to see if
Yes.
maybe we can even add the link to that article.
quiz.
Yeah, the quiz, so that they
yeah.
can see it. But I want to know if most of our viewers are evening or morning folks or
Yes.
in between.
Let us know.
Let us know.
Let us know.
Nice.
All right. Full of questions?
Yes.
All right.
All right. Let's do it.
Let me dive right in. Over the mic today.
Right.
Usually I'm over. Let me get my left hand. All right.
Okay.
All righty. So the question today is, what's one thing travel has taught you about stress, patience, or balance?
Or balance. Okay. Well, for me, travel has taught me that it needs to be a part of my life because it helps me to unplug. So I feel as though if you take someone who's never traveled before and they had a taste for that,
Yeah.
or they had a taste of it, that all the other things, those buckets that what did you say? What are the buckets?
So what has it taught you about stress, patience, or balance?
I feel as though going on vacation, you have no choice but to feel less stress, assuming that you're leaving things behind.
Yeah.
The balance, the peace. I think it just happens because we're detaching from what we do day to day, the constraints, the pulls, the tugs, the cause, just all of that. You remove yourself from it. And so it's like I get to just focus on me right now for this moment on this vacation. So I feel like it teaches me that it needs to be a part of my beingness as an entrepreneur.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about that. When I think about travel, wanting to do it for sure, focusing on what the goal is for the travel. So for me, it is sometimes relaxation. It's cultural immersion, the whole nine.
Yes.
So I think focusing on that end goal teaches me to be patient because you travel and you're going to be met with so many obstacles, whether it's delays or whatever else. So I have to work on patience. I'm generally pretty patient anyway, but in those moments when it's high stress, when I'm impatient, it's like, okay,
Yes.
calm down.
Yes.
You're going to be where you want to be shortly.
Yes.
So you have to get into your head and say, okay, relax a little. You can't control these things. So
Absolutely.
control what you can,
Absolutely.
and then just go with the flow. Really,
Yes.
in a nutshell.
Yes.
And the balance, I think, it hasn't really taught me, but as I mentioned before, the travel with all of the things that are a part of travel, language and all that is the balance. That is the alignment or the work-life
see.
flow,
Yes,
whatever it is.
yes,
So
yes.
it's incorporated into that.
Yes.
But yeah, I think it just forces people or me to just to think about the end goal all the time and go with the flow, work through it,
Yes.
get to your destination,
Yeah.
and be able to handle the ups and downs in between because they're temporary.
I like it.
Yeah.
The different perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Which we've said before, but I think we've been talking about London
We have.
or some other destination. So our other question for you is, if we were to go to London, are you coming?
Are you coming with?
Are you coming
Are
with?
you coming with?
Because we're going to have a time.
Mm-hmm.
Visit some, I'll say old friends.
Yes.
Old new friends.
Yeah, there you go. Old new friends. Yeah, I like that.
Some same experiences, some new experiences or whatever.
Mhm.
But yeah, let us know if you'd come to London. And if not there, what places are on your
list.
list?
Yes.
I was going to say bucket list, but like, no, I don't want to say bucket list.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. I get it. I like that
What-
because you know what that. Yeah. Mhm.
Well, yeah. So what's on your travel
Your
list?
travel list.
To be
We're
intentional.
not trying to think about kicking the bucket.
No,
so,
to be intentional with our
yes.
words.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I love it.
So no bucket kicking here.
Nope. Nope. Not happening.
Not happening on our watch. But yes, so let us know whether you are a morning person, night person, somewhere in between. If London is on your travel list, and if not there, where do you want to
Where?
go? And please come over to Patreon. This challenge, the Rise and Thrive Challenge, is a free one,
yes.
and we're in week 3 right now. But no matter when you join, you can go through all of the materials and
benefit from
benefit from it,
Mhm.
both in your life and your business.
Absolutely.
So patreon.com/Harmony Hustle Pod. We'll see you soon.
See you soon.